So with the continuity of the topic macronutrients, where we have discussed the first macronutrient carbohydrates, in this video we will discuss the second macronutrient, that is protein. So the word protein is derived from Greek word proteos, which means prime or principal. Protein is the main component of all living cells. Protein is a complex organic compound. It contains the elements carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen, and sometimes some proteins contain sulfur, iron, phosphorus, iodine, and copper also. So these are proteins. So let's have a look on what are the building blocks of protein. So building blocks of proteins are amino acids. Proteins are made up of small units or building blocks known as amino acids. Protein consumed in food is broken down and absorbed in bloodstream as amino acid. Amino acids are joined together by peptide link to form peptide chain. So a number of amino acids join together by peptide linkage, and they make primary structure, secondary, tertiary, and ultimately they give rise to a specific protein. So have a look on classification of amino acids, like how many types are there of amino acids. So basically there are 20 common amino acids that occur frequently in food proteins. So 9 are considered essential while 11 are considered non-essential. So what are essential, non-essential amino acids? Essential amino acids are those amino acids that are very important for body growth and health, but they are not synthesized in the body, and we need to consume some food that contains those amino acids. That's the reason why they are termed as essential amino acids, while non-essential amino acids are also equally important, just like the essential amino acids, but they can be synthesized in the body, and we don't need specifically any food to consume for their delivery to the body. So these are what the types of amino acids are, which are essential and non-essential amino acids. So have a look here. The table 4.3 is about those two types of amino acids, essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids. So 9 amino acids are essential amino acids, including methionine, isoleucine, threonine, phenylalanine, valine, tryptophan, histidine, leucine, and lysine. And 11 amino acids are considered non-essential amino acids, including alanine, asparagine, aspartic acid, glutamic acid, glutamine, serine, arginine, cysteine, glycine, proline, and tyrosine. So these are different amino acids. Here there is a term like two types of proteins, complete proteins and incomplete proteins. What is the difference between these two? So first of all, complete protein. Complete protein or whole protein is a food source of protein that contains an adequate proportion of each of the 9 essential amino acids necessary in the human diet. For example, single source complete proteins are egg, red meat, poultry, fish milk, cheese, and yogurt. So any type of protein source that provide all 9 essential amino acids, we name them like this is a complete whole protein. And what is like incomplete protein? Incomplete proteins are the source of food protein that they are lacking one or more essential amino acids necessary in the human diet. So those type of protein sources, food protein sources, are considered incomplete proteins. Examples are vegetable source of protein, fruits, oats, bread, and rice. So these are the two types of protein sources: complete protein and incomplete protein. Next, there is a table that is about some sources of protein from plants and animals, both sources. Then functions, what are the functions of proteins in the body, and what are the deficiency diseases in the body when when there is inadequate amount of proteins present in the body. So first of all, let's have a look on the sources. So plant sources are pulses, legumes, nuts, and all seeds and vegetables and peas, while animal sources are milk products, meat, egg, and fishes. uh, Bodybuilding, growth and maintenance, the first function of proteins and the primary function of protein in the body. Secondary are regulation of the body processes, supply of energy, and transport nutrients. These are the functions of proteins, different proteins in the body. Now, we'll see what happens to the body, what are the diseases in the body when there is a deficiency of protein. So, first of all, the primary or more observable disease is kwashiorkor. Kwashiorkor is a state of health where body do not get an adequate amount of food, like food that contains protein. So due to the deficiency of protein, the body is not fully developed. Maybe the the person, the children is underweight, or the weakness is very visible in that child. So that disease is termed as kwashiorkor. What are the symptoms? So weight loss, nutritional edema, muscular wastage, growth retardation, weakness, anemia, drying of skin, sparse, dry, brittle, and discolored hair. These are the symptoms of the disease kwashiorkor that happens due to the inadequate supply of protein. So again, here are different sources of protein. We can see here different food groups: pulses and legumes, nuts and all seeds, vegetables, and milk products, along with eggs, fishes, and meat. Now we'll see the functions of proteins in detail. Proteins is the main structural component of cells. If we say proteins are structural components, means they have main role in the building process of cells. Different organelles, different cell structures are made up of different proteins. This is the structural importance of proteins. It supplies building blocks to the body. So amino acids are very important in that regard, because different types of proteins are synthesized and utilized for different functions and structural formation in the body in the form of amino acids. Proteins are required for highly specialized metabolic functions. So there are different metabolic functions that need proteins, like hormones and enzymes. They are functional proteins. They are essential for digestion and metabolic activities in the body. Proteins help in making antibodies, which are neutral defense against infection. So the body defense system also need proteins, because antibodies are protein in nature. Hemoglobin found in blood is a protein which carries oxygen. So from that point, you can estimate what is the importance of protein. So protein is has a structural and functional role in the body. Proteins provide energy to body. If carbohydrates are less, each gram of proteins give 4 kilocalories. So the amount of energy supplied by the protein is equivalent to that of carbohydrates. So that is 4 kilocalories. So these are the functions of proteins in detail in the body. Here is a term that is biological value. What is biological value? It is a percentage of absorbed protein which is converted into body protein. So that is biological value. For example, if we eat an egg and it is 100% absorbed in the body, like each and every constituent of eaten or consumed egg is absorbed in the body, we say its biological value is 100%, and that is a fact. Egg is the source of protein, the only source of protein that is that have 100% biological value. The beef have like 90 or 92 percent biological value, and there are different other protein sources that have different biological values. So egg is very uh, uh, it is considered very important source of protein in that regard due to its high biological value. So here you can see different two types of diseases due to protein deficiency, that is marasmus and kwashiorkor. And you can see what are the obvious symptoms you can observe in both two patient charts. So this is the first one is marasmus and second is kwashiorkor. So these are the deficiencies of carbohydrate and protein. So marasmus is due to deficiency of carbohydrates, and kwashiorkor happens due to the deficiency of proteins. So this is all about the second macromolecule, that is protein.